We love a messy room, don't we? And a messy face. My face isn't messy, but I was just outside and the heat index is 105. So, you know, in the heat you feel gross. But I'm just doing a little 2-day vlog for the first day of the births. September, October, November, December. The best time of the year. We are going to be putting up fall decorations today, doing my Halloween village and all that fun stuff. But this is a reading vlog, so I'm going to show y'all my my September TBR. Since I'm not doing a TBR video this month, I do a TBR video every other month, so check out in October for a full-on TBR video. So the book I'm starting today is The Dry by Jane Harper. So this is a thriller, and I think it's kind of like a dystopian. I've heard dystopian, but I don't really think that it's like that. But it's a thriller, and it is Australian. The author is originally from the UK, but lives in Melbourne. But I think the book takes place in Australia, which I don't think I've read that many books that take place in Australia, at least this year. So then we have a fantasy, which is The Crown Conspiracy by Michael J. Sullivan. This is really short, and is this writer from North Carolina? No. Oh, he's lived in North Carolina, but he lives in Fairfax, Virginia now, which is in DC. So this is, I think, an adult fantasy, and it may be even self-published, or at least a small publisher, because I've never heard of that. So we have that, and then we have a book that my grandma said I might like, and this is The Third Heiress by Brenda Joyce. Goodreads says this listed as a romance, so that is my romance book of the month. And then the last book we have is The Year Without Summer, One Event, Six Lives, A World Changed by Genevieve Glassford, which is about the, is this Krakatoa or another one? Mount Tambora, which is a volcano that kind of caused a small ice age to happen because it was so big. And I saw this on Amazon and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds really, really good. So I think this came out this year, probably because I usually don't buy hardbacks, even though 2 of these are hardbacks, but one was given to me and the other I could only find in hardback. Yeah, this came out in 2020. So that is my TBR. I'm going to be reading The Dry today. I'm starting that, and I read each book in 3 days. I give myself 3 days. Obviously sometimes it goes over, but I don't think any of these seem too dense, so I don't think any of them will go over that 3-day limit. And then I talked about we're going to be decorating. I need to take a picture of my TBR. I need to unbox a Barnes & Noble package and an Amazon package because it is the first of the month when I get my books for the month, when I buy books. So I need to unbox those, and I'm going to be taking pictures for Instagram today. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wearing a wig, so I'm not doing that yet because I just want to cool down a little bit because wigs do get hot. And I am going to be wearing makeup for the first time. I may not wear makeup. I may edit makeup on my face because I'm lazy and do not want to do my actual makeup some of the time, but I may do it. I don't know, it depends. At least I'm not gonna do foundation because again it's really hot and I don't want to feel like I have a ton of stuff on, especially when I'm gonna be wearing a wig and all. But that is the first part of this vlog. Their debut album, I think it's one of the best-selling albums of all time. So I did my 80s makeup. This is why I never wear blush. It looks like I punched. Let me get that. Let's try a different brush. But my hair is gonna be down there anyway, but do y'all know how to not make that happen? That would be fantastic. But this is like an 80s glam look. I am about to go put my wig on and then take pictures in front of that background. Here's my wig, everybody. It's my iconic Farrah Fawcett wig. Her Funko Pops right over there. I'm kind of shocked by how good it looked when I put it on. Y'all are probably like, it looks terrible. I'm not that great at wigs, and it's okay. I think I look good, and that's what matters. So I'm going to take a few pictures The pictures that inspired this, the outfit, the bikini's not the same. She wore a blue one, but was of Heather Locklear before she was famous. I think this is in 1979. She was in a beauty contest, and some of the pictures from that, I was like, I want to recreate those pictures. I really try to look like Heather Locklear a lot of the time by my poses and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't try to look like her completely by hair and all that, but just the way she poses and just the way that Heather carries herself, I really like. And yeah, she's one of my favorite 80s people and people in general. So I am going to try to recreate those pictures. Looks so good. Why wasn't I alive in the 80s? But yeah, I think I like the pictures I got, so I'm going to send them to my computer so then I can send them to my phone and all that. I need to get one of those Bluetooth tripods. I watched a video on how they work and I added one to my Amazon wish list, so anyone want to get me one? No, it's not that much money, so I'll probably buy it myself. But I haven't spent any money this week, but I really want a new wig, so I am saving up for that because it is over $100 because wigs are expensive. So I'm going to leave a link down below in the pinned comment to the Etsy page where I got this wig, because I do have another wig from them that I wanted to wear in Phoenix but didn't get the chance. It's like a 60s beehive and I really like it. It's very Lana Del Rey-esque, but I like the pictures that I got, so I am going to go edit them and all of that fun stuff. Okay, I know you're not supposed to record in front of windows, but it is okay because it's a vlog, it's not a sit-down video. But I just finished editing my pictures and all of that. So now I am going to start the dry, I think was what it was called. So I don't even know how much I'm gonna read today, but I am going to start that right. Okay, so I just got done reading the first 4 chapters I'm putting into Goodreads. So I got to page 38, so let's add that in there. So I read 10% just then. I want to read 14 chapters today. So I'm gonna tell you all like what this is about now. So basically this is in Australia. As I said earlier, this is in a rural farming community and there's a drought, hence the name, the dry. So obviously if there is a drought in any farming community, that is not good. That causes a lot of economic problems because your crops aren't growing because there's no rain and you need water for plants and all of that. So there's a lot of financial trouble and all going on in this town. So something happens where Luke Hadler kills his wife, his son, and himself, but leaves the baby alive. So that's what the police report says. Most people believe that. Most people in most crimes will just believe whatever the police report says. But some people don't think that's the case. They don't think that is what happened. So I'm going to go into... So Aaron, our main character, who is the police department, but with the feds, he came back for the funeral. And that is why he's there. He's not there as a police officer, but he is there and he is kind of investigating himself, but not officially. So my theory, because again, I am just not that far into this and I probably formed the theory in like the 2nd chapter. I think there was a serial killer in this town and they're only there every now and then. And so Gretchen, who's one of the characters, I think her son could be the kid of the serial killer, or her son is the child of Luke. I don't know though, that's just theories. So I don't know where this is gonna go. It's a thriller and it's at a male perspective, which is something that I don't read that much, which I'm fine reading books that male's perspectives. But I'm going to open some packages now, so unboxing time. I saw something really weird. A school bus just stopped outside. Schools aren't in session here till next week, and nobody got off. Like, what? I don't know what that was about, but I have my Amazon package here. So this is one of the books, because I don't think one of them has shipped yet. But this is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, I guess. foodie. This is the first book in, I think, a trilogy. A young adult urban fantasy maybe trilogy, and I'll read you the like first little bit. Welcome to the city of sin, where casino families reign, gangs infest the streets, and secrets hide in every shadow. So I think it's based on like Atlantic City, New Jersey. So that is the first book, and that came from Amazon. So let's get into my Barnes & Noble package now. Okay, so that. That was like this tape that got stuck. So we have several books in here. So the first one we have is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, which is again another fantasy. I'm not sure if this is YA or adult, but these two were very that's the book I'm reading right now. My bad. These two were very popular when I first joined BookTube, so very wintry. I have her other book, which is, let's see, Uprooted, which is a yellow book, and I really like that cover. So our next one is The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek by Kim Michelle Richardson. This came out recently, and it's about the Blue people in Kentucky. They have a blood condition, I think it was blood, caused by incest, because that did happen a lot in rural areas in the South, because there's not a lot of people in these isolated areas, and it made their skin blue. So they have been able to get help since to get the blueness out of their skin. It doesn't cause any other problems. I've watched a lot of documentaries on it because y'all know I'm fascinated by genetics. So there's blue. There's no other problems with them, because a lot doctors, when this first happened, thought something must be wrong with their lungs. They're not getting enough oxygen. But once they did all these tests, it was just, they were blue. So that is what that is about. So this is another, I don't remember if this is fantasy or sci-fi or what, but this is a YA, and this is a Light to Bright by Samuel Miller. And then our last book is a hardback, and it is by Ellen Hildebrand, 28 Summers, a novel by the author of The Summer of '69. So I read The Summer of '69 last September, and I really enjoyed it. And so she's probably basically an auto-buy author for me now. So I picked this one up. So those are all of the books. I have one more coming, and as I talked about how I like genetics, it is Her Mother's Laugh, and I'm getting who it's by, but it is a book it's a nonfiction book all about genealogy and how it works, and it will be here tomorrow, so you'll see it then. But it is by Carl Zimmer. This is it. She Has Her Mother's Laugh is the name of the book. So that will be getting here tomorrow. Okay, so I just read 4 more chapters of The Dry. So in those chapters, it was really talking about what the crime scene was, what happened the day of the crime to the police's, to the law's knowledge. And I am currently on page 68, chapter 9, which is 19% into the book. I have 5 more chapters to go, but I will read again at 9 o'clock, and right now it is 7:01. And before I read, I went and got chicken fettuccine alfredo at a local restaurant, and it was really good. I've been wanting that for a couple days now, but they're not open on Sundays, so I never got to go. And I don't think the cook is different on Saturday. That's not confirmed, but their food never tastes good on weekends. So there is my rant, and there's stuff on the camera. It looks like there's stuff on my face, but it's on the camera. So I am just going to chill. I'm kind of tired, but it's 7 o'clock. I don't need to take a nap. So I'm just gonna chill out. Okay, so in The Dry, I've gotten up to 110 pages, which is 31% into the book. So we stopped on chapter 15 tonight. Tomorrow we will try to read until chapter 28. That is just a lot. It's the same amount of chapters that we read today, but it's more pages, but we can do it. So I am about to go take off all of this makeup. It's probably really messy, but it's like nighttime. I'm about to get in bed. So I thought about taking a shower, like today's day that I take a shower, but I'm not feeling it. So I'll do that tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm gonna take this makeup off, eat some cookie dough, and it is now the next day, Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. It's the second. Yeah, it's Wednesday, 3:10. So I am about to read 4 chapters in the dry. That's what I'm about to do. I am proud of myself that I got changed. It is race week here. I'm not going, but it is race week. And I cleaned my face and all that. I'm proud of myself because some days I really need that motivation to get out of bed. And today I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would continue vlogging, but I got out of bed. Here I am, no pain, and I'm not on Advil or anything. So thumbs up to me. So I'm about to read. My computer is shut off because the power flickered last night. We weren't having any storms or anything, so I don't know if it's because of the heat, because the Wi-Fi usually does not work well at all in the afternoon. As I've been saying, the heat index is like 105. I think it's actually 107. That, like, the forecast was 105, but now it's actually 107. So that may be the problem with the Wi-Fi. That's what my dad said. I don't know whether it actually affects your Wi-Fi or not, but I haven't had this on. Obviously the router is on, but the screen isn't. So I am going to play a game of Fortnite between each chapter just because I like doing that, and on Fortnite I promote my channel. I'm like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, subscribe, because people in Fortnite usually like YouTube, so it's a good place to promote. So I am going to do that, and you're having fun while you're doing it. So that is my little Wednesday update. We are going to open that Amazon package that I talked about yesterday because it got here today. So we will open that after I read these 4 chapters. Dub, y'all! I can't believe I did it. We did it. We got the victory royale. Okay, so I just finished those chapters. I got to page 152, chapter 19. So we have 10 chapters left till we have to get to. So what I have to say is I hope that Aaron Falk doesn't end up with Gretchen living in Luke's old house, living back in his hometown. Those kind of things annoy me when that happens, when they go back home and it's all nice. No, that better not be how this book ends, and that's all I'm saying right now. Okay, so I am about to start reading the next 4 chapters. I did open the package for this book. She Has Her Mother's Laugh, The Power, Perversions, and Potential of Heredity by Carl Zimmer. So this is all about genealogy and all of that. It's a pretty big book, but in nonfiction you always have all this bibliography, notes, and all that. So I will be doing the audiobook for this regardless, since it is 574 pages. So this is just something that I am very fascinated in. So I cannot wait to read about it. So if you guys have any suggestions of other books that are like this about genealogy and family history and that kind of thing, DNA, y'all know, tell me down below in the comments because I'd really like to check. I just got to 53%, which is chapter 23, page 188, and that's what it looks like. So we have a few more chapters. I think it's 5 more chapters to read today, and we will read that at 9. So my thoughts, I think it's gonna be a 3-star. It's average. I haven't read a great book recently. It's been a while. I don't even remember what the last great book I read was. I mean, the Metallica book I read last month was good, but it's nonfiction, so that's different than reading a novel. So this is like a basic 3 stars. It's not bad. It is very logical. None of the stuff is like, oh my gosh, that's impossible, which that kind of annoys me when stuff is like absolutely impossible. The Prince of Tides book, but that it's logical, and I know a lot of people like logical thrillers. The stuff is like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming, but I don't really care, I guess is what I'm saying. So that is how I am feeling with The Dry. I don't know if I'll continue the series. So far there's only one other book, but we will see, because we're only a little over halfway there, so there's still a lot to read. Time to read these last 5 chapters of the day. Okay, so I just finished reading for the day. I am at 66%, which is chapter 29 and page 234. So we are at 124 pages today, which is a good amount. It is more than yesterday. So I haven't read over 100 pages every day this week, because I didn't read on Monday. But I think it's going good. I'm getting through this book. I don't really know what's going to happen. I have theories, of course, but I don't know what's going to happen. So we shall see, but y'all won't know unless you read this book or look up online what happens, because this is the end of the vlog. I am wrapping it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want to know my final thoughts on this book, I will leave my Goodreads review down below in the pinned comment. It's not going to be an in-depth review because this is September and we do not do reviews. I write full in-depth reviews every other month, and September is not one of those months. So but it'll give my basic thoughts in the Goodreads thing, so a Goodreads review. So I'll be sure to leave that link down below in the pinned comment. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you want to be one of the first to know when I upload a new video here on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye guys.